Welcome to this episode where we're diving into something truly special. Why you might just want to travel Canada before thinking about jetting abroad. If you've been daydreaming about your next getaway, hold that thought, because today I'm sharing 12 beautiful reasons why Canada, our own vast and varied backyard, could be the perfect escape you didn't even know you needed. So stay tuned. There's a lot to discover, and I promise it's worth every minute. Let's jump right in. Reason number 1, the vastness and variety of Canada. Canada isn't just big, it's stunningly diverse. Imagine journeying from the cobblestone charm of Old Quebec to the laid-back surf vibe of Tofino on the Pacific coast. Or picture yourself wandering through desert vineyards in the Okanagan, following Viking trails in Newfoundland, or catching the northern lights glowing over Yellowknife. All of this without ever leaving your own country. Traveling Canada means you can experience tundra and temperate rainforests, sprawling prairies and towering peaks, all in one trip. It's like a world tour, coast to coast. And here's a fun thought to keep you inspired. What would Celine Dion do? She'd probably turn it into a glamorous coast-to-coast tour, mixing boutique hotels in Quebec with beach strolls in British Columbia. Travel Canada like you mean it. It's a showstopper. Now, beyond breathtaking landscapes, traveling locally has some practical perks too. Reason number 2, simplified planning and less stress. Forget the hassle of currency exchanges, customs lines, and puzzling travel advisories. Staying within Canada means you're working with a familiar healthcare system, you get the local weather forecast, and there's zero worry about if your credit card will work. Domestic travel brings back spontaneity, the kind where a weekend getaway feels like a break, not another job. And a pro tip here, use apps like VIA Rail or the Air Canada Aeroplane program to snag last-minute fares and rack up rewards while you explore. Reason number 3, nature's grand stage. When it comes to natural beauty, Canada doesn't play small. Whether it's the spellbinding Rockies, the tidal marvel that is the Bay of Fundy, or the ever-changing landscapes of Algonquin Park and Gros-Morne National Park, these experiences can be soul-shifting. Canada's nature isn't just background scenery, it's the main event. Imagine you're channeling Terry Fox, taking it all in one decisive step at a time. Don't just visit the views, move through them. Start with one trail, then another. That's how you truly connect. Nature's great, but what about the value for your travel dollars? Reason number 4, value that stretches your dollar further. When you travel abroad, you can lose budget to currency exchanges, international fees, and overpriced tourist spots. Stick to Canada, and your Canadian dollar goes further. It stays in your community, supporting local businesses. Smaller towns and regions often offer luxurious experiences that cost way less than abroad. Here's an insider's pro tip. Midweek travel, think Tuesday through Thursday, usually means lower accommodation rates. So if you're looking to save some bucks, consider planning your trips midweek. Reason number 5, culinary delights without a passport. Gone are the days of stereotypes about Canadian cuisine. The culinary scene here is bold, diverse, and world-renowned. From foraged forest menus in British Columbia to Indigenous-led food movements in Manitoba, every province offers unique flavors worth savoring. Think about indulging in seafood chowder in Nova Scotia, buttery tarts in Ontario, or the famous smoked meat sandwiches in Montreal. Hungry already? I recommend checking out recipes like Nova Scotia scallops paired with white wine. They'll keep you craving the flavors of home. And if you wonder what Ryan Reynolds might pick, imagine him going for something local, bold, and with a surprising kick. Maybe butter tarts with hot sauce and a great story behind them. Now let's uncover some of Canada's hidden treasures. Reason number 6, hidden gems off the beaten path. Some of Canada's magic is tucked away from the usual international travel radar, and that's a blessing. Have you heard of places like Elora Gorge, Fogo Island, or Alberta's Badlands? These spots surprise visitors and stick in the memory long after the trip ends. Traveling locally means you can dodge the selfie stick crowds and create stories that are truly yours. Imagine what Keanu Reeves might do. No TripAdvisor checking, just taking the long way, stopping where the silence feels right, finding places no one's geotagged, just him and the horizon. Reason number 7, connection without language barriers. Travel is about connection. And while exploring other countries has its charm, it often comes with language barriers and the risk of misunderstanding. In Canada, you dive into deep conversations, swapping stories with your fellow Canadians. Whether it's chatting with a Saskatchewan farmer or a cafe owner in Moncton, you're meeting neighbors, not strangers. A bonus tip here: explore bilingual communities and join Indigenous-led tours. The cultural richness is incredible, and the connections go far beyond surface-level tourism. Speaking of connecting, let's talk about travel that's kinder to our planet. Reason number 8, travel that respects the environment. Travel can weigh heavily on the planet, but sticking close to home reduces flight times, shortens drives, and lowers emissions overall. Supporting local tourism helps strengthen communities, buoys small businesses, and promotes conservation. When you travel within Canada, you travel with intention, and that's where the lightest footprints are left behind. Considering sustainable travel, VIA Rail's routes are not just scenic. They offer a nostalgic adventure and greener alternatives to flying. Reason number 9, festivals, culture, and the heartbeat of Canada. Canada knows how to celebrate. Whether it's the Calgary Stampede, Montreal's Jazz Festival, Winter Carnivals, or powwows, there's always something happening. But it goes beyond blockbuster events. It's the weekend art fairs, farm-to-table dinners, or storytelling sessions around a lakeside fire. These moments root you deeply into a place. Pro tip: before you go, check local tourism sites. You might stumble on an offbeat festival that becomes your favorite memory. Reason number 10, discover Canada, discover yourself. Travel isn't just about seeing places. It's about rediscovering who you are and what matters. Seeing your own country through fresh eyes brings pride, gratitude, and maybe even awe. It reminds us what's worth protecting. If you want to hold on to those moments, start a travel journal. Document where you go, what you feel, and who you meet. You'll be surprised how much it stays with you. Reason number 11, feeling welcome wherever you go. Some international destinations are grappling with over-tourism and, sadly, a pushback against tourists. Places like Barcelona or Venice have locals who are less than thrilled with the crowds. Why go somewhere where you're barely tolerated? Here in Canada, you're home. No one looks sideways if you ask directions in English or French. If you've ever felt sensitive about how you're perceived abroad, domestic travel offers a sense of ease, a belonging that's hard to match. Reason number 12, safety and peace of mind. Finally, the world can feel unpredictable when it comes to travel. Shifting advisories, political unrest, health scares. Canada remains one of the safest, most stable places on Earth. Healthcare is accessible, infrastructure is reliable, and emergency support is familiar. That peace of mind, priceless. And for peace of mind trips, even domestically, consider travel insurance. It's affordable and covers unexpected cancellations or medical expenses. To sum it all up, before you renew that passport, before you book that international flight, take a moment to ask, have you truly seen the beauty, tasted the culture, and felt the heart of Canada, the place called home? Your next unforgettable adventure might just be waiting right outside your front door. Thanks for joining me today. If this story sparks something in you, remember, you're not alone. Subscribe and keep exploring one soulful tale at a time. We're building something beautiful here, and there's room at the table for you. Until next time, happy travels and keep loving where you live. Find us at discovercanadainstyle.com.